Every day you open your freezer, cold air escapes, wrapping your hand in a memory. All around, boxes and bags glint in the frost, some familiar, some new, all promising ease. But what if this promise held a secret cost? What if years of independence, steadiness, and clarity could be quietly bartered away, one frozen dinner at a time? After 60, conveniences take on sharper edges. Frailty stalks in hidden places, not just in falls or forgetfulness, but in what we choose in moments of fatigue and loneliness. Now more than ever, your food is not just comfort, but medicine, daily investment, guardian of all you've built. Tonight, we lift the frost. We reveal the 4 frozen foods seniors should never touch, and the 4 you must keep on hand, each and every day, if you want to reclaim strength, shield your heart, and protect your precious independence for years to come. No one will warn you like this. Most doctors barely mention what matters. But in the next hour, you will find the knowledge and courage others miss, and a new story waiting to be lived. Comment: I choose to defend my health. And if truth like this matters to you, subscribe now. Your future self may thank you. Chapter 1. The Lure of Frozen, a Slow, Invisible Danger. Under supermarket lights, the frozen aisle glows with possibility. Meals that need no recipe, vegetables that never spoil, sweets that lie in wait for lonely evenings. For the 60-plus crowd, these promises are magnetic. Aging joints, waning endurance, the isolation after loss or retirement, all make the task of daily cooking heavier than ever before. The freezer is not the villain. For decades, it has helped us survive. But today, marketers fill it with false friends, sodium bombs, sugar traps, and foods so stripped of value they cost you more in health than you ever save in time. Let's meet Margaret. She's 72, her children grown, her kitchen's decades quieter. Evening settles in, and from her chair, the idea of cooking a full meal feels out of reach. She reaches for frozen pizza, a habit born of convenience that soon becomes routine, then ritual. Her doctor shakes his head. Blood pressure up, cholesterol creeping, energy lost. We live longer now, but far too often we live slower, weaker, and lonelier than we need to. A freezer's easy answer can slowly become a trap, especially when days blur and no one notices small changes. Your bones thin, strength fades, independence, that lifeline, feels more distant. But the process is so slow and quiet, you barely sense the loss until it's almost too late. These small daily decisions, between frozen breaded chicken or real fish, drama-colored dessert or simple berries, have silent power. They sculpt our chances at waking strong, lifting grandkids, remembering the day's plans, avoiding the fall that changes everything. You have a choice many never realize. Will your freezer be a partner in freedom or an accomplice in decline? That choice is what we uncover now, and every meal matters. Chapter 2. The 4 Worst Frozen Foods, Slow Poison for Seniors. Time to point a clear, compassionate finger at what damages those over 60, often without warning. 1. Processed frozen meats. Sausages, hot dogs, breakfast sandwiches. Packed with salt, preservatives, and artificial flavors. These are silent threats to your kidneys, your heart, and your brain. Too much sodium spikes blood pressure and quietly starves the body of real protein. George, 73, tried to save time with frozen sausage and light breakfast sandwiches after his wife's passing. Months later, his heart raced, swelling lingered in his feet, and his doctor found early kidney strain, a direct result of hidden salts and nitrates. Dusra, deep-fried and breaded frozen foods, chicken nuggets, fish sticks, fries. What tastes crispy on the outside is a recipe for inflammation within. Industrial oils, poorly regulated in the US and many other countries, enter the bloodstream, clogging arteries and slowing the brain. For those already vulnerable, the risk doubles. Ruth, 69, thought her daily chicken nuggets were harmless. Removing them ended joint swelling and fog that kept her in bed far too often. 3. Frozen pizzas and cheese bombs. The triple whammy: white flour, overprocessed cheese, sodium almost twice what's healthy. The result? Weak muscles, stiffer joints, harder arteries, and risk of congestive heart failure or stroke soars after 60. 4. Sugar-loaded desserts, ice creams, fruit pies, health bars. Sugars, artificial sweeteners, dyes, and syrups set you up for broken sleep, erratic blood sugar, and energy crashes. Eleanor, 76, learned her insomnia and mental fog traced directly to the guilt-free nightly ice cream she believed was healthy. These foods promise comfort, but deliver only restriction and risk. The freezers of the world are stocked with them, beckoning every tired senior, but now you know better. Chapter 3. Inside the Body. Why these foods are worse after 60. A younger body forgives, but after 60, your biology tallies every choice. Why is that? The heart. Arteries narrow with age. Excessive salt makes them rigid. The heart pumps harder, working against tides of fluid, calcium, and fortification gone wrong. Blood vessels that once flexed in youth now strain, risking hypertension or in silence something much worse. The brain. Trans fats and oils in many frozen foods weave themselves into nerves. Memories become foggy, moods unsteady. The risk of dementia grows with every additive that sneaks into a boxed meal. Kidneys and liver. Kidneys slow with age. Flood them with excess sodium, preservatives, and phosphate, and the filter clogs. Swelling begins. Pains become familiar. The liver picks up the slack but cannot keep up forever. Prediabetes and fatty liver become common not from a lack of will, but from decades of these chemical exposures. Muscles and bones. Seniors need more protein, calcium, and vitamins, but instead, most frozen foods deliver empty carbs, missing micronutrients, and hidden dangers. The result is accelerated muscle wasting, fragile bones, and a spike in fractures. Gut health. Good bacteria thrive on real fiber, not fake foods. Without them, indigestion, malnutrition, and new allergies become all too real. Frank's story. Frank switched to frozen dinners after his wife's passing. His health tests declined despite medication. Only when a nutritionist emptied his freezer and filled it with real single-ingredient foods did his symptoms begin to reverse. Each organ, each day, is a silent witness to what you allow in. After 60, a simple boxed meal can tip the scale toward illness or energy, and the effects compound with each repetition. Chapter 4. Frozen. Not all is evil. Defrost your hope. Your freezer is not the problem. If you fill it wisely, it becomes your greatest ally. Modern freezing, when done at the peak of freshness, make some foods more nutritious than their store-bought fresh versions. Freezing preserves deep nutrients, delicate antioxidants, and vitamins lost at room temperature. Picture opening your freezer not to a gallery of regret, but to bags of color. Berries, dark greens, flaky white fish, simple vegetable medleys, prepped by you or someone who loves you. Effort becomes optional. Truth, you do not lose your dignity by making life easier. You only lose it by letting companies define easy as salt, sweet, and filler. This is the moment to turn the freezer from a silent threat into a daily rescue. Meal prepping need not be grand. One afternoon, portioning out bags, prepping fish for the week, organizing berry mixes for breakfast or dessert. Independence isn't lost when you accept help from the right place. It grows. Chapter 5. The 4 frozen foods you must eat daily. 1. Frozen mixed berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, flash frozen at the peak. These guard your memory, lower inflammation, help balance blood sugar, and are delicious in every season. Ideas. Toss into yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. 2. Frozen spinach or kale. Pre-washed, ready in seconds. These greens restore minerals you lose faster after 60. Folate, magnesium, and vitamin K for bone strength, brain sharpness, and lasting energy. Quick tips: blend into soup, toss into eggs, stir into pasta. 3. Frozen salmon, cod, or other white fish. High in omega-3s for brain, eye, anti-inflammatory power, with lean protein that nourishes fading muscles. Bake directly from frozen with lemon, olive oil, and your favorite herbs. 4. Frozen vegetable medleys: peas, broccoli, carrots, green beans, cauliflower. Rich in fiber, color, phytonutrients. With a good mix, digestion is smoother, immunity rises, and the joy of color returns to your plate. Try steaming, roasting, or sautéing with healthy oils and your preferred spice. How to buy safely. Read the label. You want just one ingredient, the food itself. No sauce, no salt, no hidden sugar. Mary, 74, replaced her old nightly dessert with a bowl of thawed mixed berries. Energy soared, sleep deepened, medical checkups brightened. Her children noticed, her spirit returned. The right freezer choices are not merely habits. They are the difference between dependence and dignity. Chapter 6. Frozen Meals: Deciphering the Uncertain Middle Ground. Today's frozen meals promise health, convenience, and senior-friendly options, but the truth is slippery. Be skeptical. Read. If the ingredient list runs longer than 3 lines or reads like a chemistry set, move on. Sodium and sugar, the greatest threats. Aim for under 400 milligrams sodium per serving. But beware serving size tricks. Some boxes contain 2 or more servings. Empty calories. If you still feel hungry after a meal, you are being cheated. More often than not, you'll snack or double down and eat more chemicals. How to win. Select 1 ingredient frozen proteins: plain fish, chicken, turkey, never breaded or seasoned. Build your meals around pureed vegetable soups and stews you portion and freeze yourself. Create a freezer sharing club. Work with a friend, share the load, trade healthy prepared meals. Anne, a widow in her 80s, cooks with her granddaughter once a month. Their freezer fills with healthy batches portioned for the month: soups, grain bowls, and lean proteins. Anne's friends envy her energy and stability. You are not bound to commercial meals. Your freezer is your own kitchen, waiting to help. Chapter 7. Lifestyle. Loop: How to turn freezer habits into lifelong strength. Aging is not the loss of novelty, but the blossoming of ritual. Make a list and stick to it. Start with the essentials: mixed berries, leafy greens, plain fish, pure vegetable blends. Place them atop your list and make them non-negotiable. Weekly rituals. Choose a day for meal prep. Blanch vegetables, portion soups, marinate fish and freeze in single-serve bags. Make it a point of pride, a practical celebration of autonomy. Monthly clean sweep. Go through your freezer every month. If you can't pronounce it or remember why you bought it, let it go. Clearing space is claiming power. Social eating: invite a friend, a neighbor, a family member. Cook or prep together, spark conversation, and create memories instead of loneliness. Front-load your best choices. Put healthy frozen foods within easy reach, out of sight, out of mind. So make them visible, make them tempting, honor your body first. Small rituals, big rewards: a daily smoothie or cup of berries, a serving of steamed greens at lunch, prepped fish or vegetable bowls in the freezer for low-energy days. James, 79, created a chart to help identify safe foods, painted by a grandchild. Each meal is now an act of confidence, not confusion. Your freedom is not what you once could do. It's what you master every day by choice. Chapter 8. Expert warnings, hidden traps, rare allergies, what to watch. Be shrewd. The world is eager to sell every trend as healthy. Marketing illusions: ignore all natural, diet, or for seniors. The true test is the ingredient list. The less you are promised, the more you can trust. Additives. Imported berries or smoothie packs may contain hidden preservatives. Pay attention to labels. If you react with rash or chest tightness, take note and tell your doctor at once. Proteins with hidden fats. Avoid breaded, battered, sauced fish. Trust only the naked kind, and add your own oil and spices at home. Sugar and salt. Steer clear of vegetable medleys with light sauce or stir-fry blend. Sugar, starch, and sodium add nothing you need. Allergy watch. Factories can mix allergens, nuts, soy, shellfish, into even safe foods. Always check, even with familiar brands. When to act. If you ever experience new symptoms after a frozen meal, don't delay. Save the box, note the brand, consult help quickly. Don't trust favorites forever. Suppliers and recipes change. Stay vigilant. Add reading the label to your monthly routine. Your greatest ally is skepticism. Knowledge is not fear. It's the key to years of clarity, strength, and confidence. Chapter 9. Stories of Transformation. Real change isn't a headline. It's a whisper, a renewed step, a day without pain. Paul, 72, a heart patient, tired and lonely, let his freezer fill with quick meals, tender chicken, instant pies. Upon replacing them with plain frozen fish and berries, his doctor noticed not just improvement in labs, but in Paul's storytelling, in his appetite for conversation, for sunlight, for more life. Lucia, 78, joint pain and sleeplessness shadowed her mornings. Her granddaughter cleared out the freezer, restocked it with vegetables, greens, and berries. In 6 weeks, her pain shrank, her sleep deepened, and her daily walks returned. Marcos, 83. After a devastating fall, he portioned home-cooked meals, leaned on help, and colored his freezer with true food. He regained balance, confidence, independence, step by determined step. Miranda and Evelyn, in their 70s, lifelong friends. They created a monthly tradition, freezer swap. Each made healthy dishes, traded, filled their freezers together. The result, fewer pills, fewer hospital nights, more joy. They reflect the subtle but mighty change sparked by small, smart, daily action. Your story is not over. It is being written with every meal, every choice, every friendship that honors your independence. Start today, or start again tomorrow. It's never too late to rewrite your future. Defend your freezer, defend your life. The world will always tempt you with easy. Easy meals, easy sweetness, easy excuses. But after 60, you know there is no such thing as a harmless shortcut. Your freezer can be a vault of decay, or a daily rebellion against decline. Imagine opening your door and seeing a rainbow of berries, leafy greens, wild fish, knowing everyone is as much a medicine as a meal, a promise you keep to yourself. There is dignity, there is safety, and there is profound joy in reclaiming your power, in refusing to drift, in choosing courage and clarity each night you plan for tomorrow. This is your time to thrive, not quietly, but out loud, in every simple act, every meal, every shared moment. Share this video with someone you love and comment. I choose my health every single day.